guys, I'm here at PAX South. I'm at the booth for Stories, the Path of Destinies. I've got Atul here, who is one of the co-founders of the studio that created the game. And I fell in love with this thing the moment I saw it. This is beautiful. Tell people a little bit about just the basic idea of Stories.
Okay, so Stories, it's an action RPG where you play Renardo. Renardo is a fox, and somehow he's got caught in a rebellion. And now he's trying to fight for the rebellion and find a way to defeat the evil emperor. It's pretty much almost the end of the rebellion, and he's their last hope. And he's trying to figure a way out.
I love this because, number one, it just, as an action RPG, just works beautifully. The combat is amazing. There's a great countering and parry system. There's a system where you can hold enemies and either throw them or use them as shields. I've got like these really perfectly timed combo meters. It all just feels really good and really sticky, you know? But what I really love about it is it lets you control the story of a game in a way that you don't really see in action RPGs.
Traditionally, what we see is like all narratives, they branch out and then they kind of fold back in. What we wanted to try was something that actually keeps on going. So the inspiration was from Choose Your Adventure books, and then also, if you look at Edge of Tomorrow, the movie, so kind of like combine the two together, and that's the basic whole structure of the game.
Save a friend, or to grab a demon sword. Last time, he chose to save his friend. Friendship. Ha! What was he thinking?
So you play a story, you will be making choices, and at the end of that, you'll most likely die. But the death will mean something to you, because you will learn something about the place, a thing, a person, and then you can use that knowledge the next time you start.
Now he was dancing with a sword. Every strike a perfection, and with every enemy he slew, he grew stronger.
And you keep on making different choices till you find that one true story where it will actually let you live.
I mean, I hit two different story points, one in the beginning and one at the end of the demo, and they're big changes to the game. Like, these are not, do we want to go through the spooky part of the woods or do we want to go through town? This was, do you want to save your friend's life or do you want to get a magical sword that could literally save the world but you don't know?
We wanted the choices to be actually meaningful. Because yeah, you go left, you go right, you go to the town, you go to the village, it doesn't mean much. But now here, we can actually make it meaningful so that when you pick something, it actually means that, okay, this is not, okay, I might be sacrificing a friend.
Yeah.
All right, so there are consequences of doing something. Because later on, you might be encountering that, okay, because I did that decision back then, now it's going to haunt me.
There's something about making the characters adorable animals. If it had been a human, I would have been like, sorry, dude, I got to get this sword.
Yes.
But with it, like, he's an adorable, like, lovable thief rabbit, and I was like, I can't let him die.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself.
There's a reason why we pick the animals, because in the animals you can immediately relate to, like, with humans it's not easy to relate. You kind of have to dress them up really heavily.
Yeah, it's true. I don't relate to most humans. You are right.
The reason we have Fox as the main character, because he'll be fast, he'll be cunning, he can be quirky, so it gives a personality.
You were talking about Choose Your Own Adventure books, and a lot of Choose Your Own Adventure books, you make one wrong choice and it's over. Does it work that way here?
Well, it's not one wrong choice. In our case, you'll have to make a couple of multiple wrong choices, and then it's over.
Is there like a really dark timeline, like darkest timeline ending?
So out of all the stories you're going to play, there's actually only one story in which you'll live. In the rest of them, you will always die. And they'll be good deaths, bad deaths, like happy deaths. You're willing to die. So there are many, many deaths.
Atul, that's so much pressure. That's so much pressure. There's such a great amount of upgrade paths and things too. There's combo customization, there's special skills, there are different swords. Talk a little bit about the things that we're learning and getting along the way.
So there are base 4 swords, but you have to craft them. So every time you open a chest, you get the goodies out of this and you craft your swords. But each sword also has individual abilities. So like the green sword that you were playing would actually let you heal yourself if you had pressed the R2 button, because if you had taken too much damage. While the fire sword that you were playing would actually cause the enemies to go on fire if you actually use that ability. But at the same time, these actually swords also let you access unique areas of the game.
Ooh, what's there?
So that was just swords, but then you also have gems on your gauntlet, which gives you additional abilities that you actually managed to get 2 gems. There are very few people who are able to get that.
Not a big deal or whatever, you guys. I'm just like really good at video games.
But then you saw that the skill tree also. Well, there you go. And then you can actually pretty much see what you want to build your skill on. As you earn points in your combat, you can use those points to actually invest in your skill tree.
There is just this beautiful, saturated, watercolorish storybook look to the whole thing. Can you talk about the design team and what kind of decisions you made when you were coming up with the visual style of the game?
Sure. So we have a very talented team, and we're very fortunate to have this team together. So Yan, our art director, he's got an obsession with Japanese manga and Bastion. Hence, you can probably see
There's a lot of Bastion in there.
yeah, exactly, right? So you see that in there. And that's true also for like the narrative, for example. Bastion was a little inspiration. Stanley Parable is another inspiration. And in terms of combat, like Malik, who's our co-founder too. So he's really loved like the way a new combat system he wanted to try. So he went with Batman Arkham. He took the inspiration from that, and also Shadow of Mordor. So
Yes, I definitely feel that the freeform system and everything, I definitely got that. And once again, just the timing on those combos, the parries and the moments of slowdown, if you just hit the button in just the right way, feels really good.
Anyone else? No?
How close are you guys to release? This feels like it's pretty done.
it's actually done. So we just passed our Sony certification of the PS4. We are right now working on our PC build, and in about end of this quarter, we'll be releasing this game.
That's great. So it's going to be PS4, PC, and any other platforms on the horizon?
Eventually. Yeah.
And then if they want to keep up with the game and development and when the release comes out, where can they go?
Well, they can follow our company website, and all the information is there, spearheadgames.ca. There's actually stories, the Path of Destinies.com also. You can follow us there. So, yeah, all of them, pick a choice. Yeah.
Awesome. Atul, thank you so much. I'm so in love with this thing. It's amazing.
Thank you so much, man.
Guys, remember, I've got tons more from PAX South all weekend, so subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you want to see me go to more events and cover more games and do more videos, head to my Patreon to see how you can do that. That's patreon.com/acarboni.
I'm not going to do it now.
Do it now.
No, I'm not going to do it now.
You can't do it now?
I probably can do
Oh,
it.
did I take you off of your prepared script?
Did
Oh, did we go off the
Man,
rails?